Chinese food.
First things first. Avengers trailer.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I'm glad that we didn't record that one day. Because,
I know.
like, the trailer came out immediately the day after, and I was like,
I know.
Perfect.
That was beautiful.
It was meant to be.
Anyways.
Oh.
I pressed record. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Chat Time with Alex and Amanda. We finally decided on a title.
Yay!
Which is really cute.
I like it.
I like it, too. Also, if you hear any munching noises, we're eating dinner.
Welcome to our new ASMR Chinese food
Marvel
podcast.
Talk. Marvel Talk. Yeah, we're doing two things at once because I'm on a little bit of con crunch right now, getting things ready for Star Wars Celebration. And Alex is over here. I put her to work to do that because I need help.
She kidnapped me to be put in her sweatshop.
Yes.
Please send help to 1-800 Internet Lane. That would be great.
Internet Lane? That's good. Okay, so today we're going to talk about our Captain Marvel feels and our reactions to the Endgame trailer that came out yesterday.
A couple of days ago.
Thursday morning.
Yes.
Today is Saturday.
I don't know what today
Oh
is.
my god, I can't.
I don't want.
It doesn't feel like a Saturday. It feels like a Sunday. Personally.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like 2019. It doesn't feel like C2E2 is next week.
I know!
What happened?
Slight panic!
It's been 3 months since New Year's. What is happening?
March is happening.
Oh god.
Spring is happening.
Oh god.
Okay, so to start on Captain Marvel feels, we saw that a week ago, a week and 2 days ago, and
The day it came out.
The day it came out, which was the Thursday before the Friday official global release.
Yes.
And I pretty much couldn't handle my feels the whole time. I've seen it twice since then, and I still can't handle myself.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I saw it on Monday.
I didn't know that you wanted to go see it more.
I took Jeremy to see it because he didn't see the premiere with us.
Yeah.
So he wanted to see it, and so we both absolutely loved it, and we're making plans to go see it again.
That's
because
amazing.
that's what I do with my life now. It's
I
just
love it.
costumes and Marvel films. And it's fine. I'm fine with it.
This is fine.
This is fine with it. So, it's a top 5 Marvel movie for me. And, before we get into this, this is going to be a spoiler-ish review because I can't not.
Yeah.
Should
we talk a little bit about non-spoiler things and then be like, jump to this part to, or pause or whatever?
Okay, sure. Not a bad idea. So, in a quick succession...
We'll warn you when we start getting spoilers.
Yeah, true.
So, overall, what did you think of the movie?
Absolutely loved it. Top 5 Marvel film for me. Not the most top Marvel film, because to me that's still Infinity War, and I really love Thor Ragnarok, so it's kind of like... It's butting up against Thor Ragnarok for... It's at least the third top for me. Okay. At least. I loved every minute of it. I gasped, I cried, I wept. Actually, I didn't weep.
I kept, looking over and you're just, grabbing, grabbing your chair.
You ever, watched a movie and you just feel exhausted after?
Yes.
Because you're so into it?
You mean Infinity War?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that I had to, take a moment. All of us felt exhausted after that, but that's kind of how I feel about it. I think it was fantastic, and I loved every minute of it, personally. I mean, glowing review. Good job, Captain Marvel.
For me, I don't know about top 5 because I think my top 5 have already been claimed for Marvel as far as Marvel movies. Infinity War is definitely one. Then it's Doctor Strange and
You
Thor.
put Doctor Strange right behind Infinity War?
I fucking love
Really?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is number 4 for me.
For me, it's just because I am a sucker for magic.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge DC fan, and so I love when they do DC Dark, when they bring in Constantine and everything, and the only time I really get that is with Doctor Strange in the Marvel Universe. So I'm like,
yeah,
that's my equivalent. So I fucking love Doctor Strange.
Okay.
I really love Doctor Strange.
I do too. He's my bae.
Yeah.
Believe
me, I know, I've seen your costume. I've edited your costume, believe me, I get it.
That's true.
But yeah, so it's Doctor Strange, and then it's all the Thors.
All the Thors?
All the Thors.
1, 2, and 3? Even Dark World?
And Dark World's kind of meh, but there's also the 9th Doctor in that movie, so I'm or not the 9th Doctor.
What?
No, it is the 9th Doctor.
What? In which Thor?
In Dark World.
Who?
The 9th Doctor.
Who?
Chris Eccleston. He's
Who the
one
hell?
of the main,
Are we talking Doctor Who is in an MCU film?
Yeah.
What? He's Malekith?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. My mind's
fandoms combined!
My mind's blown. I don't know anything about Doctor Who. So when you said the ninth Doctor, I immediately went Matt Smith, and I was thinking that was number 9.
Nope.
Okay. David did it. It's not. What number are they?
So
14.
So
83.
9th is was it Chris Eccleston. Then 10th, which was my Doctor, was David Tennant.
Oh.
Which you can meet David Tennant at C2E2. And then 11th Doctor is
Was
Matt
the
Smith.
9th Doctor the one that was like didn't last long? Like he was like a real short-lived Doctor.
Unfortunately.
Did he have a balding head?
Yes.
Okay, now I know we're there.
Yeah.
You know what?
But
I
I
never knew that.
loved his story because he was a dark Doctor, and then like Tennant was like a happy-go-lucky Doctor, but at the same time had moments of the 9th Doctor where you get really dark and like you deserve to die. And I'm like, holy shit! And it's
man.
really good. Anyway, so yeah, like all the Thors, love all the Thors, and then it's like Guardians of the Galaxy
1 or 2.
1.
I don't like 2 as much.
2, like it still had that nice like.
They shoehorned in a lot of comedy with
Yeah.
Drax. It bothered me. But that's my opinion. We're talking about Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Back to
Back
to Captain Marvel. For me, Captain Marvel is definitely high up there. I don't know about top 5, maybe like 5, but I have standards, and I loved it. And there were some parts that I was just like, you could have done better.
Right.
Obviously, pros and cons, but overall, great movie. It's freaking Marvel. Go watch it.
Yeah, no.
And you have to watch. I don't want to say you have to watch this movie before
You have to.
Endgame, but you have to watch
You
this
have
movie
to.
before
You're not going to
Endgame.
get a whole thing. Like, it's going to...
You need her backstory, y'all.
Yeah, I really love the direction they took with it. The weird origin story flippy flops with how they were presenting her origin story. That I really appreciated because it wasn't just like, you know, Uncle Ben dies, he becomes Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
Retelling again.
yeah, and they did some turns and twists in the in the movie, which I was not expecting as a comic book reader of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I thought I knew everything going in, and I did not. And it made me feel like it was really cool because they, you know, brought it fresh to people who still liked the character, and it made sense. It wasn't too off-putting either.
Agreed. Like, for example, my mom joined us for the premiere, and she hasn't gone to the movies forever. She is not caught up with the Marvel Universe at all. She hasn't even, I don't think she's even seen,
She's seen Iron Man?
she has seen Iron Man, but she hasn't seen, like, Iron Man 3.
Oh, that's my least favorite.
Like, she hasn't seen a lot. Like, she's very behind. I'm getting her caught up for my birthday.
That's good.
So we can all go to see Endgame.
Yeah.
In World. All of it.
Yeah.
But she absolutely enjoyed the movie. She didn't know the background. She didn't know what was happening in Infinity War. She didn't understand it. But she understood it, and she enjoyed it, and she really liked it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear because some people, one of the main criticisms that I've been finding is that this whole Star Force Hala first quarter of the film is kind of hard to follow. Like, because people... With the MCU movies, it's not Guardians included, and I guess not Ragnarok anymore, they've been very earthbound and grounded, and there's reasons why people have A, B, or C.
Yeah.
And so, why are they blue? Why does, you know,
They're aliens.
she have
Move on.
photon power? You know, there's just, like, a lot of, like...
Well, that gets explained later.
It is explained
It's
later.
one of those things where I'm like... I guess if you're new to the MCU, if you're new to comics and everything, everything, like you said... has been earthbound, it's one of those things where I'm like, there's aliens.
Yeah.
Move on.
Exactly. I really liked how they did it. I will say the first quarter of the movie was a little slow.
I agree until later on in the movie when they kind of explain themselves. Because there's definitely some ties from the very beginning if you pay attention to the very end. And I'm just like, this is great.
Yeah, that was cool.
I like this.
Definitely. What else was...
but can we please talk about the true star of this movie?
Would that be the cat?
It would be Goose. Goose was the true star to this movie. Don't let anyone fool you.
Yeah. See it for the cat.
Yep.
I don't want to get too much into the cat because then that goes directly into spoiler territory. So, next into what I say before we do spoilers is Nick Fury, Monica Rambeau, and Maria Rambeau. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria and Monica. Maria's the older one, Monica's her daughter. And Talos. I mean, all of them just sailed amazing performances. And
Agreed.
I really loved every single one of them.
Okay, never mind. We're going into spoiler territory.
All right, let's just call it. Spoiler time.
Spoiler time. So if you haven't seen Captain Marvel, first off, what are you doing?
Get on with your life and go see it.
Stop it here. Go see the movie and come back.
Yeah. And spoiler time.
And spoiler time.
Okay, what?
I love when, because isn't her friend's daughter, like, the next Captain Marvel?
Well, not necessarily.
Or, like, has the same name or something?
Okay. So
maybe not the next Captain, but she's, like,
Monica,
a new character that
Monica is gonna
happen.
In the comic book, she is a superhero called Photon.
Yeah.
And she has similar powers to Carol. Mm-hmm. And yes, at one point she was Captain Marvel, but it was kind of a different way of achieving the name. Mm-hmm. And so they're not going to bring that. They're just going to basically, she's going to become a new hero. I think that's all it's going to be.
Well, because there's a scene where Captain Marvel was like, maybe when, it was something along the lines of like giving
at the end, when she was like, I want to come see you, but I'll just make my own ship and come see you.
It was that, and also like, there was another scene where they were like reminiscing and everything, and she's like, maybe next time I'll go and fly and everything and all that stuff. And I was like, oh! I'm like, I see what you're laying down.
They dropped a lot of hints to where she's going to become something.
I hope so.
And
probably like later on.
Well,
like,
honestly, I think Captain Marvel 2. Captain Marvel 2, I think something's going to happen to her mom. Carol's going to come in. Something's going to happen to...
it's also going to be like fast forward to the future, too.
It is, yes. She's going to be older.
Oh.
So,
she's gonna be
that's
good.
what I think's going to happen. Captain Marvel 2, down the line, yada yada. But I really appreciated the story flip with the Skrulls being the good guys and not the bad guys. Now, bad is in quotations because, like Taylor said, we've done, my hands are dirty from this war also. But in the comic books, it's very much Krees are good, Skrulls are bad. And they flipped this and made them the good kids, and they were refugees. And Captain Marvel, which was the other thing I really loved, they gender flipped
Captain Marvel,
and Annette Bening was Captain Marvel. And how she was helping the Skrulls get away from the Kree.
Everyone thought that Jude Law was going to be Marvel.
Yeah. I will say, immediately when they dropped his name, Yon-Rogg, I was like, oh, well, he's the bad guy. Like, I just knew it, but, reading the books and stuff. But that was cool. I really liked how they played that. Really, really appreciate how they played that. They played now, and I was really wondering how they were going to present her powers, as in, like, how she got them, because in the comic books, it's so weird. Psyche Magnetron, boom, blast, ooh, powers. Like, that's it. That's exactly how she gets them.
Powers.
She gets them in an accident with this machine that blows up, and then...
Well, it's still kind of an accident.
It was, kind of.
Let's like, start from the beginning of the movie. Okay. Everything. Captain Marvel is
rice
having...
is really good, by the way. Sorry.
Welcome to the ASMR Captain Marvel talk.
My veggie fried rice is tasty.
Well, this broccoli and beef is divine. So, she wakes up, she's having nightmares, and she's going to the train.
Yeah.
Moving forward, they're going on a mission, everything. Well, like, for me, like, the relationship with Verse and...
Yon-Rogg.
Jude Law. Sex on a Stick.
Aww.
I love him.
I do, too. This was the most beef he's ever been in a movie. Like, he was ripped.
Oof,
you couldn't even tell. He wore his Star Force uniform the whole time, but under that,
which was disappointing.
Boy,
Where's the director? Where's the director cut? Anyway.
Anyways.
Anyway, I loved their relationship. I really loved their relationship, and the whole, like, to be Kree, you can't have emotions.
Do you not think he was a bit controlling over her, though? Like, in a way to where, he obviously knew that he could shut off her powers, quote-unquote, with a little dampener chip on her neck, if he wanted.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't get that. I really didn't get that. I got more of a, like, coach and mentor mentality.
Yeah.
And I just felt like he was truly trying to make her Kree.
Yeah.
And make her a weapon, essentially. But also really trying to strive to push her to be her best self.
Yeah. But still with restraint.
To an I don't know.
Remember when he came into the ship and was like, humor is bad for this mission or something? Because she was... I don't remember who Digimon Hansu's name is. I don't.
Yeah.
But, she was, like, playing off of him being you're ugly kind of thing, and, which I love her humor. But he was like, humor is not meant here, or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh, douche. So,
I don't know.
Yes, I got the mentor coach thing a lot, especially when he was like, "No, I'm going to be going with you on this mission. No, you can't go do this by yourself."
I also felt I had more of a protective vibe.
Yeah, okay.
And also,
I can see that.
Almost a fatherly vibe, because I feel like after finding out that his blood was the one that was transfused into him, that he had more of a sense of responsibility.
Okay.
Over her.
True, because at the end, he was like, I can't go back empty-handed.
Exactly.
Like, he felt really defeated, and his empty-handedness was, you know, I guess, quote-unquote, the Cosmic Cube.
Yeah.
Engine, what, you know, Marvell made, or Carol herself.
Yeah. There was also moments, just, like, facial twitches, that was like, ooh, ooh, you are really struggling with your emotions right now, because you...
Who, Marvell or... I'm sorry, not Marvell. Y'all know
Jude Law.
Carol. Okay.
Jude Law. I'm not going to name his other name because I don't know how to pronounce it. Just Jude Law.
Jude Law.
But, like, there was certain key moments that I was just like, he was really fighting himself, and then he made the decision to turn off of his emotion and become Kree and actually try to defeat Verse.
Okay.
Defeat Captain. And that's what I kept getting, especially during when she finally...
So did you feel for him at the end?
I did feel for him.
See, I did not. I was like, take that motherfucker.
There's a part of me...
stole her.
Yeah.
From her life.
I still felt bad for him.
You just really are attracted to Jude Law, and you can't let your
it's okay.
your hormones...
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I did feel for him, because I was just like, damn. He didn't get it any way that he was wanting. Like, he has to go back to the Kree. Yeah. He's going empty-handed, and he just lost a person that I feel like he actually really cared for.
Okay.
Either as, like, maybe not, like, romantic-wise, but more like a mentor person thing. So, like, I felt bad for him. But at the same time, at the very last fight, when he was just like, fight me without your powers, I'm like, oh, you're such a man. You're such a dude. You're such a dude. I'm like, fuck off.
I appreciated, though, it was very much an Indiana Jones moment.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, she's gonna blast him just like Raiders. I love that so much.
It was great.
It was a little bit of a callback. I love that. Yeah. That was great. So, yes, Star Force, to me, was really good. I liked everybody. They played all their characters well. Agreed. I really liked Minerva, although she was a butt. But I wish she had a little more screen time. But she doesn't really... She's just kind of a small fry in the comic books. Her and Atlas both.
So, I don't know anything about Star Force. I really don't.
Exactly what happened with Star Force.
Okay.
It's Kree people that are fighting a war with the Skrulls. Now, in this MCU, they're kind of... more or less, you know, like a Empire-like fear. You know, they're kind of a Darth Vader, Palpatine, take over no matter how or what.
Agreed.
Feel.
Agreed.
And everybody is a hero, even though what you're doing is not good.
Murder. Genocide. Literally genocide. Quite literally genocide. But, kind of going back to, like, the Skrulls were actually refugees just trying to find each other and find a home.
Ah, man, I still cry.
Same.
Oh, man, that was beautiful.
In the very beginning, it was weird to me, because I kind of started getting that sense in the very first battle, when the first Skrull was like, don't worry about them, they're refugees, or like, they're common folk, when she was looking and sniping, and then...
When Atlas was scrawled?
Yes.
Quote unquote? Okay.
Yes. And so I was just like, okay, if I was a Skrull, if this was actually a war and everything, and I had the opportunity to get that close to an enemy person, you would already be dead.
True. That's a good point.
You would already be dead. Instead, he's trying to defuse the situation to make sure that his people didn't get killed.
Well, even though, all of his people were they sprawled the people. Whatever.
The common folk.
The common folk in the robes.
Exactly. And
you are right.
That's, like, when that happened, I was, like, in a war situation, you would already be dead.
Very true.
So that was my first hint.
That's not bad. I don't know. I felt a little hinty towards when they were doing the autopsy. But it still felt like, you know, Ben Mendelsohn's character was the bad guy.
Yeah.
He was like, I would have been Jew.
Yeah, agreed. But I yeah. The autopsy room, so you don't get close to him.
Not close to him. Okay.
No worries.
What did you think of the train scene?
That was great.
That was great.
It was so good.
Let me ask you this. Did you understand Stan Lee's cameo? I did not, and I am ashamed to say that. What he was reading, why he was saying True Believer. I'm impressed if you do know this, because I've never seen the movie.
I'm trying to remember his cameo, because I remember he was reading a comic book on the bus. Was he not reading a comic book on the bus? What was he reading?
He was reading a movie script. He was reading the Mallrats movie script. Okay, so Mallrats is a movie from the 90s that was directed by Kevin Smith.
I remember.
It's about these guys. From what I've read on Wikipedia, I've never seen the movie. Don't at me. It's about these guys that are basically comic book nerds. Okay. That are just, teen comedy kind of growing up.
Because Mallrats sounds so familiar, but
yeah,
I'm like...
It's a movie. It's got, that guy in it whose face is in my head right now that I can't think of who it is. Anyway, Stan Lee makes a cameo in Mallrats. He does. And that was his first cameo.
Oh.
So he's reading the script for the movie that was his first movie he was in. Bigger movie.
Yeah.
He's been in some Hulk episodes back in the day. But so Kevin Smith directed that movie, and it's about comic book nerds' life and doing life. And one of the scenes in the movie is when Jason Lee, that's it. Jason Lee? Sure, whatever. That's the main guy.
Okay.
He talks with them, and he's like, keep calm and carry on, true believer. Yeah. And he calls him a true believer because he's a comic book reader. Aww. Thank you for all the things. So that's what he was saying.
Aww.
And I did not realize until I saw Kevin Smith's tweet a couple days after the movie dropped, and he's like pouring tears. Aww. And I was like, what is wrong? I thought something happened to Kevin Smith, and so I read into it a little bit more, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea. There you go.
So he's reading a script to his first big cameo during the movie of his last possible cameo.
Exactly.
God, that's...
Moving on, so Carol punches a grandma. Which I love that.
Yeah, loved it.
The fight and stunt choreography for that scene was really cool.
Agreed.
Loved that scene. I liked watching, Nick Fury and Coulson drive through, and Coulson being a Skrull. That was cool.
That was great.
And then her, basically flipping off that guy, asking her to smile, takes his bike. Gets a new outfit.
I love that scene, which also, you realize another motorcycle photo shoot can happen.
That's true. I gotta get that outfit. Somebody sent me a 9 Inch Nails shirt. I was actually listening to them earlier today. They're pretty good. Another fun little fact. The Blockbuster, when she lands, she picks up a movie called The Right Stuff.
Okay.
The Right Stuff actually has a very similar storyline to the entire movie of Captain Marvel. It's about a space guy that lands on an Earth, and basically works his way back to try to get back to where he was. And so it was a parallel story. That's it.
That's funny.
Yeah. So
because I knew right when she picked up that movie, I was like, "There's gonna be something's
up about it."
That is an Easter egg.
It's more or less like a parallel story movie kind of thing.
Okay, moving forward.
She gets to the bar, photon blast.
Which I love. How can I tell that you're not a creep?
Skrull can't
Bitch.
That was great.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy that.
Another side bit. When Nick Fury says that he cannot have toast on the diagonal, have you seen that people have found an image or a scene of him in, I believe, Winter Soldier, and he's eating a sandwich on the diagonal?
Skrull.
So people are freaking out. People are freaking out online saying, it's a Skrull. And then most people are like, well, he can't have toast on the diagonal. Maybe he can have a sandwich on the diagonal.
No.
I doubt that he's a Skrull. I think that was a little bit of continuity that was not,
This is Marvel we're talking about?
If current Nick Fury, well, he's dusted now. That Skrull's gone. We're back to square one.
Shit.
So he's fine. It's fine.
Unless who was dusted was a Skrull, and Nick Fury
is still around. Ooh, yeah. Wouldn't that be interesting? Ooh. Holy mother. God damn Endgame. Woo.
Putting it out there now.
What else happened? Okay, so she's, they go into S.H.I.E.L.D., Pegasus.
Yep.
Then they discover Goose.
Goose is so good.
And then she basically discovers who she is, and now they go off to meet Monica and Maria. So, thoughts on Monica and Maria?
One of the things that I really loved about this movie is a showing of friendship.
Oh, I know. It was so that was the love. The love was between two best friends.
I loved that. Because normally...
It was refreshing.
Yeah, because normally, not downplaying Wonder Woman or anything, but a lead woman movie is always something romantic.
There's a love interest, usually.
Always.
Yeah.
So to see that it was more of a friend love, like, friendship love, and everything, I was just like, this is great. This is good, wholesome things. Yeah. This is very, like you said, it was very refreshing.
I appreciated it because Carol did have a lack of emotion, as in, like, on her softer, sadder side, but it was Maria that brought that in, that made Carol feel again, instead of just sarcasm and humor. Obviously,
I'm marking down my
what we've covered on my... I'm glad. Alex came way more prepared than what I did. She actually has notes this time. I'm just going out.
These are fresh notes that like I took right after the movie. I was like, Amanda, I'm ready.
So proud of you. That's awesome. Good job, girl.
Thank you.
Here's a fortune cookie.
Thank you. It's my. Is this my penance for making?
Yes. For making the Queen Amidala stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely Maria added in an emotional weight, and of course Monica did with showing Auntie Carol all of her old stuff.
Yeah.
And then one of my absolute favorite scenes was the upload scene. When they were just like, what's taking forever? And Nick Fury's so unimpressed, is like, it's loading. Like,
it's loading.
And everybody else is like, why? This stupid planet and their tech.
They're just like, this planet is so just so technologically underdeveloped. Ugh.
That was
primitive beings.
That was very funny. I was kind of hoping we get a dial-up sound.
I was so too.
But we didn't get that, and I'm okay with it. We got the loading scene, which is pretty great.
Her freak out after the loading scene, after she hurt herself, after she found out everything, I loved that.
I did too. It gave her emotional weight.
Yep.
And I liked how it was filmed. Jeremy made this connection. He felt it was very romantic movie-like, and I said, why? And he said, it's almost a callback to The Notebook, because The Notebook is filmed in a very similar scene, and like the little... I've actually never seen The Notebook, and I will never see it. I don't care for romance movies, and
shit. We're gonna watch it.
No,
have to. There's so many memes.
Life is short.
Exactly.
I'm not watching that shitty movie.
We have to watch it.
No.
Just so you can understand memes.
No. I'll watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation 500 more times before I watch that crap movie, because I have one crap movie, and that's Mortal Kombat. Anyways, he said it paralleled that scene with the rain in The Notebook about... You're with me, I'm with you, this is who you are, kind of
like,
thing.
what do you want? What do you want? And of course, you don't understand that reference because you haven't seen the fucking movie.
I'm not going to see it. Get over it. Anyways, that was an interesting reference, and I thought that was cool. And then she realizes who she is, and now she's like, all right, Team Carol / Skrull time.
Exactly.
And then I just want to point out the color-changing outfits.
Oh, I was about to bring that next if you didn't.
Oh, yes, please. I have a tidbit about that. So what did you think about those?
What did I think? Girl, I edited your freaking glow stick suit the night we watched that movie. I stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, this is happening.
Out of all of my Captain Marvel pictures, that's the one that's going the most viral. Which cracks me up.
I love it. Well, it's just like, it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, because you know me.
I know.
Like, if there's a scene in the movie that you have cosplay from that is super, like... That is the movie. That is the most iconic part of the movie. I'm gonna fucking Photoshop it. That's what I did with 16 hands.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well,
and I was like, I just like saw the glow stick thing, and I was like, this is happening. I don't care about any other scene.
The next scene
this is what I
want to be crazy Photoshopped is when she is holding the Fawn's lunchbox in the spaceship, and her hair is glowing straight up Goku style.
Sold.
And I want to hold the lunchbox.
Well, girl,
I'm making the lunchbox, so I gotta have the lunchbox.
And I finally figured out how to do.
But we gotta get
Captain
my hair
Marvel's...
to stick straight up, though. How are we gonna do that? You gonna hold me upside down?
Yeah.
Oh
no. We're gonna pull a Danica Rockwood. I'm gonna have you like yoga style backwards off of a.
Oh my god, Danica, send me your tips, please.
Right. She's so good.
She's so good.
But yeah, no, we're gonna just take some stock photos and then we're gonna pull your hair back.
Oh, okay. Because I have a wig on too, so Alright, so that's another fun thing. Okay, so she changes her colors of her outfits. So, another side note, the second to last color that she chooses before she chooses the classic is a gray and green color scheme. That's actually a callback to the original suit of Captain Marvel in his first issue in the 60s.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good Easter egg.
That's a good
wholesome.
Easter egg. Yeah, people didn't realize that one until later.
Yeah.
If you guys have any other Easter eggs, please comment below. I would like to hear what they are, because I've been trying to find more, and I know there's more in there.
There has to be more in there.
Besides the obvious, like, Pegasus and the ones we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, yeah.
Let's see what I have in my notes.
Go for it. Because now we're pretty much getting ready to go into space.
I think we're about to go into space.
Oh!
One of her callbacks, when she... Because they hadn't like made it known that the Kree were the bad guys yet.
Right.
When they were doing one of their callbacks to when Marvel was actually trying to escape and everything, and she was getting fired upon.
Oh, yeah.
The
when Carol was realizing things.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lasers were green, and immediately I was like, "Fuck, that's the Kree." Like, fuck, that's the Kree. So
that's what led you to.
That's what confirmed it for me. I was like,
"That's cool."
That's the same exact. Like, photon laser blast that the Kree had, this is what's happening.
Oh, nice job.
I was like, holy shit!
That's pretty good. Honestly, I didn't get it till it was Jan Rongrok.
It was one of those things I was like, oh shit. Shit's going down. Something ain't right.
I like that.
This is not happening.
I really appreciated the Cosmic Cube Tesseract tie. Because like I said at the beginning, had no idea how they were going to give her powers, and it actually made freaking sense.
Same, and I was just like, this is how the Tesseract fucking got to Earth. Yeah. Thank you for explaining that.
Literally, I have given a Tesseract timeline to like 7 different people the past week, including my entire family, my boyfriend, my other friend Tosh, internet people, like everyone has been asking, how does that fit in the timeline?
Please give me that download, just because I'm going to need it for Mom to get her caught up, because she's like, well, how did I get to Earth? And I'm like, oh.
I'll give that to you later.
Thank you.
Yes, so I appreciated that. That was really cool. So we're now in space. We get to the ship, the cloaking ship, and then there's people on board. What did you think when Talos picked up that baseball? I was like, what does that mean? I was really confused.
Honestly, I was very confused. I did not put 2 and 2 together with that one, to be completely honest. Like, that one completely escaped me. For me, it was like someone else is on the ship, did not see the other Kree. Yeah, or not other Kree, the other Skrull be on the ship.
That was really cool. And then the coffee. Really I at first thought she was there.
That's what I thought.
I thought Marvel was there.
But then it wouldn't make sense with the baseball unless she was like really freaking bored and throwing a ball on the wall.
Yeah.
Ball to the wall.
All of the little callbacks of things. The Fawn's lunchbox. That was great.
The pinball.
The pinball was great. That was great. I cried. I will say, like, my first tear moment was with Maria and Carol when they were realizing, but that was more of like a yay, yay. But the next one was like when Talos was with his wife and his kid that he's never met before, and like that got me, especially when Carol came up and said she was sorry. And I was like, whoa, emotion.
What got me was when they saw Carol and was freaking out.
Yeah,
that really got me.
She's good. I was like,
we're like, and eat.
And I'm eating a dumpling. Sorry, I'm hungry. Yeah, that got me.
Yeah.
That was my next tear moment.
Agreed. Oh, Lord, I'm trying to think of, like, what else happened. Oh, kind of going back on the Tesseract, and how, when they panned to it, when they finally displayed it, it was like, holy shit. And then when...
There's the power.
Because the Tesseract was what powered the engine, which is what she shot to explode to make sure that the Kree wouldn't get it. So, she essentially has the power of an Infinity Stone.
Yes. Well, yes.
We semi-talked about this a little bit earlier. I'm bringing it up now.
Yeah.
So...
The only way I say nah is because she doesn't... At least we haven't seen her space jump like Thanos does when he uses it.
True.
You know, she just flies.
Well, like
really
an
fast.
equivalent to...
Yeah. Because the Space Stone has power,
Yeah.
but it's not the Power Stone.
Yeah.
It's more or less an energy source to help you go through time and space.
It's a transportation system.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's essentially, from what I saw and from what I've read, it's also the same equivalent to the, oh my god, I'm spacing. Ha! Space Stone.
What?
The bridge to Asgard.
Oh, the Bifrost?
The Bifrost. It has the same.
Yes. Because that's
power.
how Thor can travel with Stormbreaker now, is because of the Bifrost. Yeah, and that is going to lead us to some Endgame stuff because I have theories. So let's wrap up Captain Marvel so we can get to Endgame.
Okay.
Tesseract, yay.
Yeah.
They take her to this Supreme Intelligence, which, by the way, loved how they had Supreme Intelligence as someone that person knows.
Yeah.
Because do you know what the Supreme Intelligence looks like just in the comic books? It's a giant green head.
That's nasty.
It's so stupid looking. It's
gross.
a floating head, like a huge head. It's so dumb. I was really
like
worried how they were going to do that, especially when Annette Bening came out and said that she was a Supreme Intelligence. I was like, oh shit, she's going to be a floating green head.
I feel like Jude Law's character's Supreme Intelligence is verse.
Really?
I really think it.
Because
anytime Captain Marvel actually brought it up to him, he had like this little twitch. I was like, that's a telltale sign. That's a telltale sign.
Is it that, or were you just staring at Jude Law's face too hard?
I studied his face and all of his twitches.
I really appreciate that you like Jude Law this much. I didn't know this about you.
I really like him.
He's pretty cool. I do like him.
Apparently he's a douchebag in real life, but I love his acting.
Well,
because I followed his career like on stage and everything. Like, oh, he was.
That's kind of how I feel about Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Because Ewan McGregor's been an asshole to his wife, but I really like Obi-Wan.
It's okay.
Anyways,
it's fine.
So back to she's fighting the Secret Intelligence, Supreme Intelligence, and the flashbacks. That was my third. That was my third cry moment. Is the montage where she's a little kid and she's getting up every instance, and the music was like so good,
empowering.
It felt very much like Wonder Woman fighting the frontline scene.
I wouldn't. I feel like same vibe, but I wouldn't. Because that scene in Wonder Woman is extremely powerful. Anytime I see it, I cry.
I do too.
Immediately. Like, it had the same vibe. Like, it had the same vibe where it's just like, I'm just human, I'm just gonna, like, keep on standing up. And I'm like, that was good and wholesome. Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I do have some cons for this movie.
Okay.
And it's mainly not story plots, it's primarily their graphics.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that. Well, first off, to wrap up at the end, the big space fight was awesome.
Yes.
I really liked how she got her helmet and she became all Super Saiyan. The fight with the Fawn's lunchbox up against I'm Just a Girl with No Doubt was wonderful. And yes, I've listened to that 5 times by now, like on repeat. That was great. Kind of rounds us out to the end of the movie. I mean, not much of a spoiler.
Crap, what's his name? Ronan. When Rowan was like, next time we'll come back for the weapon.
For you.
For the Tesseract? No, for the woman. And I was like,
interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a weird setup, but
it's gonna be, so which makes me wonder, is the Kree gonna come in and
it's gonna be another flashback movie then.
Yeah.
Either
it's gonna be another
in 2014.
Oh, that's true.
He is killed by Drax in Guardians 1. No, I'm sorry. He's not. I'm thinking Digimon Hanzo. He's killed by all of them in Guardians 1, which is technically the year it came out. That's how the MCU chronologically orders their movies.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like, Iron Man happened in the year 2008.
Yeah.
And then they moved back. So, I don't know. I don't think he will be, but maybe.
Maybe. Or maybe not him specifically, but, like, the Kree.
Another Kree. Okay.
I feel like maybe Captain Marvel 2 will either be a flashback movie or it's going to be we know that you're the source that we need to defeat the Skrulls, and it's going to be like we're going to try to capture Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a post-Snap movie, though.
Maybe.
But anyways, so big fight happened. She blows up a lot of things. Awesome. She gets to the point where she fights Yanrog, and he's like, show me with your fists. And she's like, hell no. Boom. Loved that. And then she drags him back to the ship.
I love that. If we find a Yanrog cosplayer,
can I drag you across the
drag you?
Please, if you are a Yanrog cosplayer and you'll be able to come into this year, contact me. I would like to have a photo of that. I'm sorry, and if I do any damage to your costume, I will pay for it or redo it. But I really want that.
I love it.
So that was great. Then she flies back to, the house.
Yeah.
Tells everybody goodbye and helps the Skrulls go off to their own little way. One thing before we go, Flurkin. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know how.
I didn't know when, and I didn't know how.
I loved how they did it. I thought it was great.
I loved Goose the entire time. He was like, especially when the Skrull, the leader Skrull, was just like, that's a freaking Flurkin.
That's a Flurkin. What's a cat? I don't know.
What's a cat? That's a Flurkin.
I loved how they did that. I thought the effects were great.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I really liked that. They left out the Flurkin having eggs, thank goodness, because that's weird to explain.
Yeah, let's not.
But they put the pocket dimension in his mouth, and that's where the people go. I love that. And then how it flipped sides, but it didn't really flip sides because it really just went to Talos, and it was okay. Loved that. And of course, how Nick Fury lost his eye.
Yeah.
You will neither confirm nor deny these allegations. I love that.
The last person I
trusted. I lost an eye. Great.
So good. It was so great. And I think you actually called that when, after they showed Goose, you were like, it's him.
Yeah.
That's how he does
because he loved that cat in the trailer. And I was like, that's how he loses his eye. I guarantee freaking pay me money. Anyway, so that's our very rapid spoiler review. What are your cons of the movie? Because I have a few, but not many though.
So
while I eat another dumpling.
Yeah, right. How many freaking Marvel movies have we seen? A shit ton.
Yeah. This was number 20 something?
Yeah. How many crashes, how many battle scenes where they CGI the effects of said crashes and whatnot, and how realistic they are. These crashes in this movie
really
were not realistic.
You didn't. I didn't. Well, I wasn't bothered by it, but I wasn't paying any attention.
I was bothered by it.
What
like crash? The particles? Anytime a spaceship, which it was multiple times, a spaceship crashed or an aircraft crashed, and the particles, the dirt was spewed up. It is very CGI'd. It is very CGI'd. And I was very disappointed. I'm like...
So Alex's beef is with the VFX team.
Of course. My beef is with the VFX team. And I'm like, and I have major respect for people who can do special effects because this bitch can't.
Yep.
I'm like, I can do the Photoshop stuff, but I cannot do video stuff. But still, it's one of those things where I'm like, I know you can do better, and because I've seen you do better.
Okay.
So it was disappointing. Also, her space scenes. I'm sorry, if you can Photoshop freaking Iron Man zooming around, you can...
You didn't like her mask?
No.
A lot of people don't like her mask and how it looks on her face.
It was... Well, I don't know about the mask. It was her entire... CGI'd face.
Yeah, it's weird. And I also think it's because when we see people in space doing that, they are behind a mask, but they're behind a mask fully.
Yeah.
To where when we zoom to see their face, like Tony or Rhodey, we see their face behind it.
Yeah.
Here, what we see is Carol's mouth.
Well, it was that,
and there's no emotion. The same with Tom Holland, but his whole face is covered, and he has eyebrows and the eyes go in and out.
This is very strange. And it was also during her falling scene.
That was weird.
Her face was also CGI'd during her falling scene. And I'm like, I don't think that was necessary.
Well, I do know from actual reference materials that helmet is real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. People thought that the helmet was a complete CGI.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
her face. It was weird.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like, I understand that we now have the technology to be able to create human faces. For crazy scenes like that. But it's also like, please don't rely on that.
Right, okay.
Like, please advance it, because that would be really, really cool, especially because I would love to have more...
So do you feel like...
There was an offset balance.
The entire Black Order and Thanos worked in Infinity War better, because all of their faces are 100% CGI.
I think they worked so much better.
Okay.
Like, it looked... that was more believable to me than her face. And that's again the thing that I'm like, I've seen you do better. Why didn't you in this movie?
Marvel Alex is coming for you.
I am coming for you. I know you can do better. Don't let freaking DC one up you on these.
No, DC will never.
You never know. If
Hashtag Superman's mustache. That is terrifying.
Yeah.
That was bad.
But I'm just saying, but I'm like, if you are pretty much having this high of a standard for every single movie,
yeah,
then you need to keep that standard.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I am with you. I'm with you. What are some other cons you had? Did you have any more?
I think her fights, I wrote down, like, her fight scenes were a little OP, but I understand why. I understand why, but a part of me was just like, I wish that we gave her just a little bit more of a challenge, but at the same time, I'm like...
Right now, she's not going to have one. She has an Achilles heel. It's coming.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Oh, I also put blatant Wonder Woman important scene. Or, yeah, important woman scene. So it was
empowering scene.
Yeah, like it was one of those things where I'm like, okay, I feel like you're trying to one up Wonder Woman right now.
I know.
That's what I felt like.
I didn't, because I felt like in the Wonder Woman scene with the battle, she is protecting people.
Yeah.
The woman power scene, she is revealing herself.
Yeah.
To completely different instances.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like there was competition between that. I felt like they were just very parallel, but two different reasons.
Agreed.
Because Wonder Woman knows her well.
It's like, okay, we have to separate our comic book knowledge to our movie knowledge.
But that's valid, but I get it. But I also feel like they're parallel. They're not necessarily perpendicular.
Yeah. I can agree with that. It was just, for me at that moment, I was just like, I feel like Marvel is trying to have their own Wonder Woman.
You were bawling in tears like I was?
I wasn't. I really wasn't. I was just like, I felt
like... falling off a bike too. I feel that.
I felt like Marvel was trying to have their own Wonder Woman moment. Yeah. And I was just like, I understand why, because we haven't had one.
Do you think it'd be different if Captain Marvel came out first?
No.
No?
Because then if it had came out first and then Wonder Woman would have came out, then I would have been like, damn, DC just, like, owned Marvel.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's one of those things where I'm like, my handwriting is so chicken scratched. I wrote, I wish there were more mental games. I wish, because the mental thing of changing her memories and everything was such a big, prominent part, but I wish that there was more. I wish that they had, like, used that against her a little bit more.
It would have been such a much longer movie.
I'm fine with that. I
agree too.
Yeah.
It was kind of strange how it was like she listened to something and how all of a sudden she was like, oh, I remember it all.
I wish there was just a little bit more of a mental game. And I think that was about it. My biggest complaints were all the CGI. Like, it's literally like cons. CGI was often the erasing scenes. Her CGI was off on her space scenes. CGI was awful during crash scenes. Like,
poor thing.
Like, if you're going to have a high standard, then I'm going to hold you up to it.
You're not wrong. One of my biggest cons was the fact that Coulson wasn't really used much. And I was kind of like, meh, I wanted a little more Coulson. But then again,
last scene, or the scene where he let him go, I think that was like good. You just made a huge connection with Fury, and then the very end scene, I was like, dope, that's why.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted more Clark Gregg.
Yeah. He's a
but Coulson is also Coulson, and he's very reserved. Mm-hmm. And if he would have been in that a lot with them, it would have been, It wouldn't have
been Coulson.
Two's a duo and three's a crowd or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It would have been too cluttered.
Agreed.
Other than that, that's kind of it. I thought Brie Larson was amazing. I don't think there's anybody else that could have done a better job.
Agreed.
I think she embodied Carol to its full extent. I have no qualms with that.
Agreed.
I love her face.
So, fun fact, I had no idea that Brie Larson was also the girl in
Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I had no idea until someone was just like...
A lot of people didn't realize who she was.
Yeah.
She's also the love interest in 21 Jump Street.
I didn't even put that together. Yeah, no, I haven't gone on her IMDb page yet, but when I found out that she was the Scott Pilgrim girl, I was just like, oh my god, I fucking listened to that song on repeat for so long. I was like, okay.
She's also a Disney Channel kid.
No, she's not.
She was in a Disney Channel movie a hot minute ago. She also has an album.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
She was a Disney Channel kid.
That's amazing.
But she just did a Disney Channel movie. She didn't do a show.
Yeah.
But yeah, she technically is. Love it.
So what would you rate it?
I would rate it.
1 out of 10 flirkins. How much?
I would give it 9.5 flirkins.
9.5? I think mine would probably be 8.5 to 9 flirkins.
Okay.
Like, again, I can't give anything a 10 out of 10 unless it's just, like, literally...
Jesus.
Unless it's literally Jesus. Or it just blows me out of my seat.
Yeah. Infinity War blew me out of my seat.
Yeah. Infinity War was probably...
This movie was, like, 10. Amazing, but I was not as blown out of my seat. But that's also because the story is nowhere near similar.
Yeah.
So I get it. So that's Captain Marvel. I think we pretty much pushed that into a good little review. I loved it. You loved it. Now let's talk Endgame spoilers.
Oh, let's go. And I'm going to just flip the page.
Flip the page. Nice.
To my next notes.
Thank you. So spoiler alert, right now, if you have not seen the Endgame trailer, the newest one that came out yesterday, which was Friday, March something.
March something.
15th, I think.
Maybe. I think so.
Around then. Yeah, so that was amazing. First off, I really appreciate how they showed us a lot by showing us nothing.
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
Agreed. No, because one of the biggest things that I know a lot of my friends do, that's like, they do not watch any trailers for certain movies because they don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, like the Dark Phoenix.
We're not even going to get into that.
My blood pressure just rose. Because I just instantly went into a fueled rage.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Soon my Jean will have her movie.
She'll have her day.
She will have her day.
But today is not that day.
Not that day. Yeah. I really love all of the flashbacks, the overlay with Peggy's voice. I didn't really understand why it was black, white, and red.
So, I know we also semi-talked about this, about the Reality Stone. Because isn't it the Reality Stone?
Yeah, but, like, that's just a flashback. Reality Stone just changes reality.
I know, but, okay, so should we go into covering the Avengers trailer, but also sprinkling a little bit of theories?
Yeah, of course, go for it. That's what everyone's doing right now.
Okay, perfect. Well, theory number 1.
Okay.
I feel they would not put red and having red as a primary, like, color in this trailer if it wasn't representing something, because it's fucking Marvel.
Okay.
I feel like it is representing the Reality Stone, and I feel like our theories with them time traveling back, which highlights their suits, is that they're trying to change a reality kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of like a little callback, kind of like right there. And I need Thor, Marvel, buddy cop movie, Space Cops.
I love them so much.
Space Cops. I need it.
You know, there was a time when I watched Game of Thrones and I fantasized Jon Snow and Daenerys together because I think they're attractive and that's where my hormones went, and I got that.
Perfect.
And I loved it.
Yep.
Yes, I've watched it on repeat. Sue me.
I mean, I'm about to start Game of Thrones again just in time
So,
for the new...
I'm not going to say it's not wrong, and I don't want Carol and Thor together in a tree.
I mean, can you imagine a
Yes.
I
have thought of it.
A god with the power of a space infinity stone?
Suddenly I got all tingly inside.
Sweats. so good. But yeah, I need that
nothing
buddy,
against
buddy
the
cop.
romance thing, but I want them together because I
ship
want
them.
that. I
You
ship
ship
it.
them,
I
it's
ship
fine.
it. I ship it to sail across the oceans.
What would you give their relationship name?
Thorkerel? Carol, Carl,
Captain Thor.
I don't know. Captain Thor, Captain Sparkle Fingers. Oh, what did he call him? What did the Grandmaster call him?
Oh God, because I'm rewatching
Yeah.
everything. Wasn't it Sparkle Fingers?
Sparkle Fingers.
Something like that.
So
let us know in the comments
they call
below
it.
what the Grandmaster
Called Thor.
called Thor.
What was okay? So yeah, I think to go along the white, black, and red thing. I think one thing is that it's the Marvel logo colors. And so I was like, oh, that's cool.
Love it.
Maybe that's the reason. And two, I just think it was stylistically the only way they could give us what happened in the past and this is what is in the future, which I don't think they shouldn't have done that. I mean, we know what happened in Infinity War.
It was a great stylistic thing, and I guarantee that their character posters might have the same style. Well, because I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Marvel. Where are my character posters?
I also feel like they did that because there were shots of Asgard, and if they didn't put the black, white, and red filter over it, people would think, oh, Asgard's back. You know what I mean?
True.
So instead of like having obvious callbacks to the movies, things would have made people confused.
But why red?
Blood.
Blood.
I don't know. Marvel, that's the color. I don't know if I'm in the Reality Stone thing. I don't know.
I feel like
all of my theories lay on the Time Stone because I feel like Doctor Strange is gonna have a reason for everything to happen.
The Ancient One was confirmed for this next movie. I'm ready.
I'm excited. Hope it gets a new outfit. I hope everybody gets a new outfit.
Same.
I really like the white suit outfits, but do you know what those are similar to?
I want to say something with Fantastic Four, but I'm
Whoa,
not going to hold it.
no, back it up. Rein it back in. Woo, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. I'm just like,
nope.
That's where my brain goes.
So I think that calls back to early Hank Pym technology. I think in Ant-Man 1, there is a shot of Hank Pym standing next to his suit, and it's those colors.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that leads me to believe that Tony, Rocket, possibly Shuri, and Bruce basically get access to Pym technology via Scott and recreate things for them to do whatever they need to do. That's kind of where I think that is. And why.
I also put red equals Reality Stone, where all the movies a different reality.
Oh my god, no. My head hurts thinking about that. No. I really feel like there's going to be time hopping, not necessarily reality hopping. I don't think we're going to do, like...
Because wouldn't that be a weird thing where it's just like, okay, we're just going to move to a different reality?
Yeah, I know. I watched that movie, Inception? No. Interstellar. That movie effed me up a little bit.
That's where I kind of got it. I was just like,
get it, but whatever, we're going there.
Such good.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be backwards on the same reality timeline instead of another one.
Because isn't there, I don't know if this is Marvel or DC, because sometimes I get them confused. Shocking.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing in the Marvel universe where there's two worlds? Or is that DC?
Yeah. Yes.
So that's where I was wondering.
Yes. And it is DC too because of Flashpoint.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's where I was like, are we going to try the merge realities here?
Both of them have something similar.
So that's going to happen?
Yes.
Maybe that's where the whole sliced bread comes in.
Oh, dear God. Maybe.
Now we have to figure out which reality is which in the movies.
I'm not there yet. Another thing that I want to mention is the fact that Carol and Thor were not in that little new suit lined up walking towards the end.
Yes.
So I feel like they
are going to go after Thor.
Are personally going to go after Thanos.
Or
but that
Thor.
Also, no.
Thanos.
But that also makes me weird me out because I feel like the only two people that have absolute personal reasons with Thanos, like confronted them, fought them, is Nebula and Thor. So I feel like those would be the two going after Thanos himself, not necessarily Carol, even though Nick Fury...
Was Nebula in a suit?
Yes. Yeah, she was next to Scott, I think, walking. So she was in a suit. So I don't understand. I mean, I kind of get how they're the two big guys and they have to go do it. But I feel like Nebula would be like, you're not going without me type of thing.
Agreed. But at the same time, I feel like with everything that's happened, she had her moment of, like, trying to kick her dad's ass.
Oh, I think she's even more angry.
I agree, especially with,
Gamora.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm like, what is a green girl
Yeah,
saying?
and then in the comic books, she's the one that actually takes the gauntlet back and reverses time, reverses what happened with the help of Warlock and Doctor Strange. So obviously that's not
So that's gonna be happening.
But I feel like she has a bigger game to play than just her being on the sides with
she
everybody
wasn't
else.
really shown in the first one. She was barely shown in the second one.
What? Guardians?
No. In the trailers.
Oh, trailers.
So I'm like, I feel like they're hiding her scenes purposefully.
Because Marvel does that.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
And us and fools us very well too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another slight change of appearance. Hawkeye has a mohawk.
Mohawk. The Hawks
Really,
have a
Marvel? Really? You're gonna do that kind of pun with us? I mean, I'm not complaining because I am a sucker for some mohawks, but really?
Hawkeye with a mohawk. It's like you just listened to a whole bunch of like My Chemical Romance. Got really deep. Shaved the side of his head.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. I think it's an upgrade and hello.
Okay, that's fine. Who do you think that kid was with him?
Oh, daughter. Daughter.
Have you heard the Kate Bishop stuff?
No. Right when you shove a fucking dumpling in your mouth. No, please tell me more, Amanda, right now. Right at this moment.
Let me eat your dumpling.
Well, while you're eating your dumpling, I have some poster theories.
Okay.
If you look at the brand new poster that was released for Endgame.
With Captain Marvel in it.
With Captain Marvel in it. Everyone except for Thor.
Oh, are you going to talk about the direction?
Hell yeah, I am.
Okay.
They do this with every single poster. They give little hints of what's going to happen. If they hurt my Thor, I riot.
I think he's gone.
No.
I do.
No.
He has nothing else to live for. There's nothing. Except if
Yeah,
Valkyrie
he does.
comes. But
Captain Marvel.
What's Valkyrie going to do? No, I really think Thor might be gone.
I would be super upset.
I would be really upset because he's my number 3 in the lineup.
He's like one of my number ones.
He's been my number 1 until Doctor Strange came in the MCU.
Agreed.
And then until Captain Marvel came into the MCU. He was the one I was
like
emotionally attached to.
Yep.
So
I don't want him to go.
No, I don't either.
And then also, but then at the same time, Black Panther's bodyguard. Okoye.
She could go too.
Yeah.
What's her reasoning for staying?
No idea.
I mean, like, all of the people that are literally there, except possibly Ant-Man and Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe Ant-Man too. I mean, Wasp was flashed. I mean, Scott could be done. All of them, if you look at it on a whole, really their story could end right there and it's fine.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
Because I've been growing closer to Black Widow over the years. Yeah. And I really like her, but we know she's going to get a movie, but it's going to be her past.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm excited for her. She deserves her own movie.
I agree. I'm looking forward to see how they're going to do that. But if you think about it, everybody there could be done for, and it's fine.
One thing I will call, I think Iron Man is done for.
Yeah.
I think
well,
his
in
time
reality,
is very much...
him and Chris Evans are done because their contracts are done. So, but we don't know how they're going to end it.
Agreed.
We don't know if they're going to end up killing them or just walking away.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Captain America, he's just going to walk away. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Iron Man's going to die. Self-sacrificing.
I feel like Iron Man's going to self-sacrifice somehow. Because also Gwyneth Paltrow is not going to be in any more movies too. So Pepper's gone. Mm-hmm. I think...
God, was she dusted with the baby?
She's not pregnant.
We don't know that.
Ugh, no. She would have told him in the park. Anyways.
But you know what happened in the park? Shit got interrupted.
Yeah, but they already talked about the baby and they moved forward. And if you've seen the deleted scenes, there's a scene with Happy and it's really funny. Yeah, so I think Steve is actually going to place himself back in time. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to go and actually have the dance with Peggy Carter.
Oh my god, I'll fucking cry.
Everybody will. I think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to time travel himself and he's going to keep himself there. And then possibly we could see him in other movies in the future. I don't know. Yeah. But I think that's what's going to happen. Everybody else, I don't really know. Mm-hmm. I just know that Nebula's story could end, yeah. Thor's story could end, yeah. Black Widow's, Bruce, Rhodey, Falcon, all of them could be done and it's, you know, they don't have anything else coming.
Oh,
except Okoye. I mean, I don't want to see Okoye gone, but the Dora Milaje can happen. Can come back, you know. Because she was my favorite in Black Panther.
Oh, same. She snatched her own wig.
Love it.
She was so good. She was so good. But I feel like she might also self-sacrifice for her king.
Yeah. Breathe.
It's just a lot.
Okay, so I think that's kind of it as far as what else we can talk about with Endgame trailer. And the rest of it's just going to go into spoiler or theories about how the heroes will beat Thanos, and that's kind of been done.
Which I do have theories of my own because I was told a prop secret.
Nope, don't tell me that.
I'm not saying shit, but I was told something and I was like, oh.
Okay.
And oh shit.
Okay, cool.
So
don't tell me that till we have to see the movie.
I'm not gonna say shit. You guys won't even know either.
She just knows something and she's holding it back right now.
I've been holding it back forever. I even told, was it Tosh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she was like, oh shit. Because I remember
you told Hannah. That was Hannah. That was not Tosh.
It was Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You told her and
she was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, I have to tell someone.
Someone.
And then I did. I've got it.
I'm trying to think of anything else I think that Vision might come back.
I would like that.
But I don't think it's going to be permanent. But I think something might happen with him and his body.
Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange obviously has to come back.
Well, yeah. So does the rest of the people that were dusted, except possibly the Guardians, because the Guardians necessarily don't have to come back either. Because there's other Guardians. The whole team at the end of Volume 2 is actually some of the Guardians
original
of the Galaxy.
Guardians.
Yeah, in the comic book.
So do you think that Guardians 3 is going to be about them?
I don't know. Guardians 3 has just got me all levels of messed up. I don't know. Because we know that everybody that's in the first two Guardians is in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Gamora is, but I know Drax and Star-Lord definitely are.
Because if Gamora can come back, you know who else can come back? Loki.
No! Loki's dead.
No.
Well, look, we need to have people dead. We need to Game of Thrones it and move on. Nope. We need to kill him, move on. Because there's no emotional weight.
Fine. But not Loki. Loki has to come back.
Loki's been done. Loki's done.
I just need more Tom Hiddleston in my life.
Well, you'll get it. He's getting his own TV show on Disney Plus, so you're fine.
Yeah, because he's coming back.
Be okay. It'll just be different. He'd probably have a new costume. Yeah. Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add to the Endgame?
It's on my birthday. I'm ready. It's going to be the best fucking birthday I've ever had.
Is it really on your birthday?
It is coming out April 26th, which is my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm ready.
That's going to be good.
Like, literally, when they announced it, I was just like, yeah!
Well, we're going to see it the 25th.
No, that's fine.
Because the 26th is that Friday.
Yeah.
And then, for us, it's released on the Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine. It's still a birthday bash.
I'm
still celebrating.
Bash. Yeah. Everybody's going to be there.
I'm going to cry on birthday.
It's going to be so good. I'm looking so forward to it. I just can't stop theorizing.
I know. Same.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up.
Yes.
We got to get back to work.
Yes.
On doing other things. So, our next episode will probably be on our review and what happened and shindigs that went down at C2E2, which is next weekend for us in Chicago. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
I'm really pumped. I'm taking my Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel. I have a lot of cool Marvel stuff I'm doing. And I'm not in the contest this year, but I have other friends that are in the contest, and I hope they really do well. It's just going to be a different C2E2 for me this year, and I'm looking really forward to it. And I love this convention. It's kind of a home con for me.
Agreed. They have the best artist alley.
They do.
The best
I'm going to buy so much Flurkin art.
So ready.
But actual art with a Flurkin, not fucking art. Just Flurkin art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any recommendations for the week of anything that you like at the moment?
Let's see. Last time I said Critical Role, and I'm still on a Critical Role high.
It's okay. Did you have a new food this week that you like? Did I have a new food?
You know, this broccoli and beef.
This podcast is sponsored by Double Dragon on Goss Avenue in Louisville, Kentucky. The broccoli beef number 22.
I really don't have a recommendation. There was this week was literally very much a work week for me, so I wasn't really experimenting on really anything.
My recommendation goes out to two things. One, I just want to shout out Angelus Leather Paint because they saved my butt as far as painting. I painted my Captain Marvel suit a different color to give more contrast and dimension because I just didn't like the look of it and I wanted something different.
Yep.
And damn it, I did it. So I painted it.
It looks great.
It looks really good. But Angelus Leather Paint is a great paint to paint on fabric because it does not crack.
Bless.
Yep.
Or peel.
Second recommendation is Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh my god.
Which is what we're binging.
That'll be mine. There you go.
Okay, Alex can take Unsolved Mysteries. We're currently binging that right now on Amazon Prime as she's helping me work on my Queen Amidala. So we're going to go back to watching Robert Stack tell us murders and mysteries and unexplained stuff from the early 90s. And
grandma's jipping you off of your money.
So many con artist grandmas in the early 90s.
It's what I aspire to be.
A con artist grandma?
Hell yeah.
I like it. Okay, Alex, where can people find you? Besides here, eating Chinese food. You're eating. I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, you can find me.
I'm like, right when I put something in my mouth.
This is the problem when we have dinner, when we record a podcast episode.
Yep,
so you can find me on all the social medias, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as my website, jedimanda.com, and at jedimanda. What about for you?
For me, you can find most of my social medias as A. Lee Studios or Alexandra Lee Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Till next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.